Granted, they haven't given him set up the tent and stuff, so we have shade, and this was part of the patio. But you can see, this is where Todd's garden.
Geocaching, you learn something new every day.
What does he have there? Garlic, onions, beans.
I don't think I learned anything today.
Oh my gosh.
We try to do corn and we do it in the season, so a lot of it, like, you know, we do it all the time.
The day's still young, son.
This is a
For Friday night, yes it is.
It's all.
That's right, Barb and I are going out.
Huh?
See, this is all.
I said you and I are going out.
Try so you can get it better.
That's awesome without this.
Then he, like, see this little fire hydrant? It's a Corey valve. C-O-R-E-Y, which is the same name as Corey. So we ended up putting the Corey valve back there. He
Corey?
Yeah, spelled the same way. C-O-R-E-Y.
Someone say my name. You guys name me after a
That's
fire
a beautiful
hydrant?
backyard.
God, how...
But see, we
I
have the
know it.
retainer wall.
Hey, you know what's right on the other side of that wall?
This one.
A 16-inch water main.
Yes, so that's
I
all
could
just
dig
tapping
down.
that.
I could dig down on this side of the fence.
I know you would tap that though.
I got a hot tap at work. I could do.
Look at he's
He's
all,
got
I got it.
I got it. You
They're
could
playing, we're
you could
having
drill
a
it by
lot of
hand. You drill it with like
And a little auger?
yeah. You use actually a hole saw bit. Hey, 16-inch water main. They would never miss a little half-inch service coming off that.
No,
Yeah.
but you would know.
I think you saw the concrete, and that's it. That was something. But the concrete.
If
is
they
like
ever
the
caught me,
first
though-
poured it, I'm like,
If they ever caught me, I'd do
West?
hard time.
we're having a water fight with the water guns at the end.
Oh,
I
I
thought
thought he
It's
has
a really,
fishing
it's a
pole.
really pretty backyard. I think
Fishing
you'd miss it
pole,
if you
it's
did.
water gun.
Looks
Well,
well.
I need to-
You got your glasses on, right?
And we weren't even home for July. 98,000 gallons, and we weren't home. That's a
Danielle,
lot.
who's that?
I know. Well, we don't know. And-
Oh, you gotta go through just like Tina did, or just like Evelyn did when I broke up with Sherry. She went through and Patty and I went to, you know,
Cut all
Patty,
of
my
them in
next.
half.
No, Patty and I went there and on the family wall, she had the picture of me and Sherry, you know, taken by Ross Photo, and she had cut Sherry out of it. So Patty and I are looking at all the pictures.
She did that?
And here's a picture of me and I have my hands on the shoulders of this
nobody.
cut out
Chair.
person, and there I am smiling. I thought, Evelyn, why did you do? Why did you do that?
I don't do that. Yeah.
There.
But it's a lot of grass.
It is.
That's,
I didn't
this
know
is,
that.
That's not our own. That's. This part
But she
here
can
is
do
our-
anything.
yeah.
It is nice out.
This is from Texas.
He's from Texas.
Where's all the pictures of me?
Who wants
You know,
coffee?
I come to a conclusion.
Alina, you want coffee?
I do, please.
Barbara?
Whatever thing happened
But you
in
could
the
even, if you
world,
wanted to, as
something
well,
bad
you can always, you
that
can
comes
use little,
from
what they call
Texas.
like islands where you cut into the grass.
I
and
Yeah.
you
think
draw
it's
circles, and
Texas
then
or
you can
Florida.
add like some with grasses.
Well,
These
Tom
are
was
some
thinking
great
of putting a
grasses.
pond back here. That was the other thing we talked about, but now after hearing Kim's story, I don't think I want
What story? You just have to learn how to speak Spanish.
No,
You know
there's
what?
a
We
lot.
can hire
They
them.
would
Had to be
never
sure-
do it to Todd's satisfaction, I'm sure.
Yeah, because you have to do a lot of stuff, make sure it's all level, make sure the sides of it, and then putting the flagstone down, and putting the plastic
Kim,
down.
coffee?
There's a lot.
Sure.
Augustino?
Feel those? I'm pretty
This is
ripped back
barbecue.
there.
This is the
Pumpkin
barbecue we
iron.
built.
Oh
Kim.
man.
It swivels. It's on a thing, and see, he's got the tanks that hang underneath it, so that you can turn it depending on where the wind is.
Ooh.
Ooh,
We,
that's
You know how much that
really
thing weighs?
It took 4 guys to get it. They rolled it over there with a little cart. It took 4 guys to get it
Thank
off
you.
the cart onto here.
cool. Oh my gosh.
I'm ready to fight now because we're going out tonight.
Yeah.
The kids are hot tonight.
He had been all night at an all-night party with his buddies.
The night is young.
Friday night in Reno? Are you kidding?
follow that car!
Oh, looks like we got to put it in 4-wheel drive.
They have a slot machine that says that. Penny machine. Follow that car. It's called an axle. I'll
Okay, why
tax
don't you just stay there?
I'm gonna move. I'll move.
it. So what are you guys gonna do?
No,
Just gonna
no,
go
no, never.
Do the town?
Oh yeah, might as well.
Where are you guys going? How?
Who knows?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Has she been
Well-
to Virginia City before?
No.
You do what you want to do.
Now that she's an older lady,
That's the
I'll probably have
best
to
thing.
drop her off at the hotel.
Oh,
August?
please.
And then,
Actually, I can't reach over there, so I'm gonna have to.
I have spumoni, I have vanilla, and I have chocolate.
You
Who
know what?
wants ice cream?
oh, Todd's going to get another patch.
Scratch my back.
They call it the reaching patch.
Ooh.
Who wants what? And then I've got
Oh, see,
some-
look it.
This turned out nice, Mom.
Corey, you want some vanilla ice
Totally
cream?
enjoy
Yes, I
that.
will.
I love having my back.
Oh, Todd and Corey love their back. See?
What do I do?
No,
guys
I just think I
love your
love to have my
back
back scratched, and like he just thinks it's peculiar, but
You do?
But I've never every.
You
It's just
find
like
someone
football.
pay you.
Yeah, no.
You're like, oh my gosh, what's that? What was that?
Jeez, it's like, okay, Ty, we're not gonna need to.
Pay for the
You want
service.
any ice cream?
August,
I got
Is there
spumoni.
fruit in the spumoni?
No, there's,
no ice cream.
well, there is
There
a
you
Oh my
bit.
go.
gosh.
I'll have just some vanilla.
Well, she's smiling already, Corey.
Uh,
You've got the right nerve.
You know what? This. You don't know what trouble you're causing, Corey. Because now
Are you paying attention?
yeah.
Not too much, Mom, that's good.
You can only do that if you keep on saying, "Okay, damn it, how long?" Okay, damn it, how long?
Corey loves to do it. He'll do it.
Barbara, would you like some ice
That
cream?
is so nice. Oh no, thank you.
How about a piece of panettone?
Normally,
I'll have some.
you say,
Yeah.
don't stop.
Did you get spoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't stop.
Okay, Corey, you don't have to.
Todd, would you like any dessert?
Sorry.
That is so
Panettone?
nice. Gosh,
No.
that's a good quality to have.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like you said, Kate's just like, what have you done? You're like, what was, oh my gosh, what was that?
Spumoni or
Why are you teasing me? Don't
chocolate
even
or
like.
vanilla?
Anything that doesn't have shrimp.
No, none of this.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Do you want some of the pan?
Yeah. Which one is that?
That's vanilla.
That's
Yeah, vanilla's fine.
shrimp ice cream.
I bought it just for tonight.
You go with the spaghetti.
Would you be kind enough to pass that cream? Yes. Thank you.
What's this stuff? Do you know?
This, panettone, Italian panettone.
Oh, that you sure about that?
Mom,
It's
can
not
we
real
do the spoon?
sweet.
Corey, does she have a spoon?
That's a cheap panettone.
Keep it on dry.
Where you get it at?
Thank you.
It,
Drink
Trader
them all
Joe's
over.
or Costco.
Oh.
Did you ever try toasting it like I told you?
No, I haven't done that yet, Todd.
You like that?
Todd loves that kind of stuff. Panettone kind of stuff. It's not real sweet.
I was never, I actually didn't know
Some
anything about
people,
this,
they
and then,
just slice
at
it,
Costco's too,
and then
like
they're
10 years
roasting
ago,
in the
15
morning,
years
you
ago,
know,
I'm like,
put
oh, what's
all-
this, you know, and I was like, oh, so.
I bet it makes the flavors
I'm
come
not
out.
saying.
But usually they only have it out during the holidays.
Right, because it's a holiday.
Roast, toast, the toast. You put butter on it, it's real good. I never tried it.
Oh, you guys been eating that stuff?
Only for
Panettone, long pumpkin.
this stuff here, it's good, I think it's good.
But it's
That's all that
Costco.
matters.
Come from Europe and everything, it hardly cost anything, you know?
No. I don't like raisins in it.
I don't think that you could make
Oh,
it
it's
for
not
that kind
chocolate?
of money.
No, it's got raisins in it.
It's good.
See it, it's a good sized loaf, really. You see what that?
This is
I
a good
think
one.
$6 and a half each.
It's not, they're not expensive.
I like Hawaiian bread.
But you find it especially
Look at that.
You know
California.
what?
It's got like
This
the
is
red
something
sauce.
you
Yeah,
tried
it's
our
a bit
brand
sweet
before,
to it.
and you know what? It's got
K-A-U-A-I or something. It comes
What?
in orange and tan
Yes.
colors, yeah.
And you know what?
You can find it here in the grocery
Well,
store.
see, that's the thing though. Usually you're supposed to be able to find it in like Albertsons and Safeway, and sometimes they'll just have there's like dinner roll ones. But it's hard to find the puppy one that looks kind of like that. It's really
Oh,
hard
yeah,
to
no,
find that
I'm
round
talking
shape.
the dinner roll
Maybe
ones.
it is
I
Okay, well they have one that
Over
looks
here,
just
right?
like that. That's actually like with a little dome and everything, and then you just slice it into like
Internet, here I come. huh?
Serious, I know. But I know in Torrance where I grew up, they just had Albertsons and Safeway, but there's a lot of things that San Francisco doesn't have that I find in other places. You know?
I gotta buy a pickup, Todd. What
Yes, that's
Why
yours.
don't I share it
What
with
kind
you
of
until
pickup should
once?
I
You
get?
gonna buy a pickup?
No, he's not.
I'm saving
Let
for
me
one.
share half.
No, I'll wait for the next stuff.
Let me share half.
No, I'll wait for the next one.
Buy
You
a
go ahead.
Dodge. I like
Stubborn
it.
as ever.
It's too much.
By what?
Dodge.
A Dodge?
Are you gonna buy a diesel?
They had a recall in Fords.
One little one.
Do you?
I heard that on the TV. It didn't
Dad, are
make
we
it
calling
didn't
what?
make it.
Fords.
You know those Toyotas.
There's
they
more
have
to
good
cut. Help
trucks,
yourself
too.
with that.
It's not too sweet, is it?
You know, for some reason,
That's what I like.
people, in the truck
This is
and
so
car,
bad.
they come from over there. They're more, I don't know, you don't have much problem.
Yeah, he
You
just
don't
thinks
have
his
much
truck is
problem
gonna
with
pass
it.
smog.
Yeah,
So he's thinking about
American
maybe-
cars,
It's a great working truck
it
though.
costs you a fortune to keep running.
What's
Why don't you get your truck right now?
85, I think, or 84.
Is
I
it
wanna
running
buy.
oil?
I don't know.
I have a GMC, a 25, a
That's a
3/4
big one
ton,
though, Todd. He doesn't want that.
extended cab,
That's too
454.
big for him, you
For
don't want
him?
that
Yeah, and
big.
then traveling around in the Bay Area and you're gonna pay $5 million a gallon for gas, please.
But you know
Oh, I
what?
don't drive that much.
But I think, why not get a diesel, because they're getting 19 miles to the gallon, you know?
He needs 10. That's not
Diesel, I advise you, if you do a lot of traveling with it, otherwise it's not worth it. Cause you have to pay more when you buy it.
But you got that V10, August, that thing sucks a lot of gas.
I tell you, that V10 there used less gas than the 350 Chevy I had. That was a gas hog, the 350.
So if you're gonna buy a little one, a lot of people, you know, we have a friend that he bought an Isuzu, he loves that thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Has a little camper shell on
But
it.
I'd go for Toyota any day.
And he's a tall guy, he's what, 6 foot?
He's 6'5".
4,
6'5".
6'5"? And he fits in that thing like, just
Yeah, I just
tiny.
wanted like a
Who's
basic
that, Dennis?
two-wheel drive
That's what he's got.
pickup
He'd be sitting there like a shrimp.
What about
with
Toyota?
airbags and with
Toyotas, yeah.
and
So
not
a little truck like that, Toyota?
No, the Toyota's got that T100, which is a nice truck.
She's talking
That's a
about a little
full-
Toyota SUV, what's it called?
Yeah.
The little
I
one.
don't know, I think
It's
he
the little
got,
one.
did he got, was it a little Toyota Rave or something?
Mhm.
I don't care for those, they're too,
It's more like a little boxy SUV is what it's not
the
like.
RAV4 or something like that.
I think it might be a
Cruiser.
RAV, yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Rave.
Yeah,
But I was wondering if
RAV.
it's a RAV4 or RAV4.
RAV.
whatever.
But if you're gonna buy a pickup, you want
A
to
little
put
one,
a shell, you can remove in case you wanna use it to sport different stuff too, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to show on it.
Yeah, cause
Oh,
he
you
uses
don't?
he buys a lot of stuff.
I
from
do
Home Depot,
because
uses a lot.
Yeah, it needs to have it.
I got it full of stuff all the time, and then when you go hunting, I'll put everything in the back there, otherwise you probably steal everything, you know?
Sure.
Otherwise, you don't need it, you know?
What kind do you have, you said right now you have
A GMC S.
that's what I have, GMC.
But his is a little smaller.
Are you happy with
How many
that?
miles you got on that? If it's a,
178,000.
wow,
Wow, Kim.
so it's been a
That's
good
how
truck.
we roll.
Now, let's
Oh no,
try-
I mean I bought it
You bought it.
$2,000 2 or 3 years ago. So I
But did you
put
try
probably
to smog it
3,000.
before you don't think it'll pass to see what happens?
Yeah, it was smog when I bought it, and that was like almost 3 years ago, and then it was smog a year ago.
You guys have to smog them every 2 years, right?
Every 2 years.
Oh, really? With yours every year?
Really?
Yeah, they changed it in Nevada. When does it get exempt?
Never.
Never.
It's always been like that.
It's exempt when you first buy it. I think the first year doesn't require a smog, right?
But they do have,
Brand new.
No, when they're old though.
yeah, they
Yeah,
have
but
it
they're
a certain
no,
age
year.
after, they don't have to do it anymore.
No, not here.
Yeah, I think
Really?
so.
I always thought it was like 1970 and under you didn't have to or something. I thought
In
there was always
California,
like
it's
think
75 and
You know what I think
Oh, I
it is?
didn't
I
think
think the requirements, the restrictions change a lot.
Well,
But
they
you
do.
still have to pay for
Yeah.
the smog.
I think you still do have to get it smogged.
But
That's
it
how
may be
we
the tolerances
robbery,
might
not
be
the
different.
smog.
Oh, okay.
$25, $26 to get a smog.
Where? Not $25 or $26 in California. It's
Really? Oh, here it is.
No, it's like 50 something now.
50,
65.
60, that's if there's no problems with it.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
like 65
God.
something.
Here, it's what, $16 or $17 for the certificate?
No, it always cost me like $20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
the-
5 that you pay for the test or something, or 16 for, there's 2 little fees that you pay at one
There's
time.
one thing that comes with coupon in the mail, that place off of Mill Street,
Yeah?
behind that gas station, that Arco.
Bring it over
It's
here,
20
smog
bucks.
it over here.
When I get
I'd have to
small.
license it
It's
over there.
legal.
Why? Oh, because of the requirements.
Because even in there,
The-
also
this-
now what they're doing too is they charge you because they send the result immediately to the DMV and they charge you for that transmission.
Right, you don't even have to
And
bring
that's
your
like
smog ticket
$12
in,
or
you go to
something
register
crazy
or
like
mail
that.
it in.
It's
Yeah.
expensive to get your car smogged.
Yeah, I think that's what
They
we
do
paid
that here
in
too, we
17.
don't pay $50.
But it's crazy.
But if
We're
there's
bitching
something
about
wrong, that
25.
really
Wow,
costs
we better keep our mouths shut, huh?
I know.
What's your gas going for now?
A little over
$2.
208 on average, 250.
Ours went down to 180.
Last
No,
week,
it went down.
177, now it's up to
Last
It
189.
went
I
down
filled up with
173 and we,
Yeah.
then 1 week went down
Went to
to
189.
10%.
189.
183 now.
no, it's 187.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
Arco
paid
was
187?
187.
Wow.
So I think the truck I want, probably out the door with
Duramax.
everything, would probably be about 40,000.
That's more than we
Wow.
owe
There's
on
no-
our
there's
serious
no-
ass.
I'm
That-
serious.
All the
That's a
truck, if
lot.
you get 4-wheel
He's been
drive,
saving already, so
you're
he's.
looking
Is
40,000.
that the average price for trucks? I mean, I haven't.
No, that's
No.
high.
Is that high? Okay.
Well,
Way high.
No,
He's all
not
well.
for
That's in the
four-wheel drive.
stratosphere.
not
Four-wheel
He
drive.
doesn't need 4-wheel drive.
Yes, he
really,
does.
What do you need it for?
I had it on 4-wheel
What
drive.
don't you need it
this
for?
last-
For a whole week and a half, we've been driving a 4-wheel drive around here.
Oh,
They
of course, this is the only snow they've gotten in
Yeah.
99
No,
years.
let's
Yeah,
see.
you know these snow blowers that they sold, how many more times you can use a snow blower?
We had the trailer on the beach this summer,
Right
right?
here,
Yeah.
most of
So
it
how
only
much
got
you-
4-wheel.
Come on, I lived here all of my
We had
life.
like
I never had a 4-wheel
$19,000
drive.
left on our house.
Till I got that dumb Jeep.
It's,
No, no,
how old is our house, 18 years old?
I understand. You can always make an
Your
excuse for it.
house?
No, 17, he was 17 years old on December 31st.
So
Your
you were in there before I was born, even
Yes.
close to me born.
They don't make the new 4-wheel drives like the old ones.
But
though.
I
you're
went to
looking
Madeline's house
40,000
last night
for
to
the
play
I
truck.
heard it's really nice.
Oh, I think that's gorgeous. What a pretty home.
If you
Yeah,
go
I
through
want smaller.
retailer, you pay much,
Ours is,
much,
what,
much
20
cheaper.
200 square
How many
feet.
rooms?
Yeah, that's
I would
right.
love to have that
You
big
go through
home.
a
It's so
dealer, they
nice.
come
To
off
try
for
the
the
little-
No,
summer.
you don't need
Oh.
anything that big.
Instead, you go to a retailer, they say, what you want?
Big huts is out there all
Cost you
day
so
and
much.
stuff.
That's the
And
final
it
bill.
just kills me.
The-
It's like,
There's
I
no
love
gimmick
it.
to it, you know.
When we bought the house, this is
What
funny.
did you pay for your truck, August? When you bought it?
When I bought mine was 26.
What was our house, 120,
117.
117, we paid 20,000 down, so we wouldn't have to pay the PMI on it.
But with the upgrades, it came to like 120,
120 something, so we put enough down,
126,
it was, we put,
something like that.
yeah, and so when we ended up with the 30-year mortgage, and it was at 10% back then.
Which was,
So a couple years, mortgage rate starts to drop, and they go like down to 8, and Todd and I go, we should probably refinance and get a better deal on the mortgage. I'm thinking, oh, even $100 more a month is so much to go to get my house payment. So we go in, and Todd starts talking to me, what's the 15-year note going for? Shut up, what are you doing, And she starts telling me, goes, we could do that, it's only $100 more a month. Wait a minute, that's a $200 difference from what I was thinking, but I'm thinking $100 less a month, now we're gonna pay $100 more and go to
that's the only way to
15
do
year.
it though.
We ended up doing, I was so mad because I said, Todd, we could have had $100 more in our pocket, now we're gonna have to pay another 100? Now we got 2 more, not even, year and 10 months and the house is paid off.
You got rid of the house that you had up here, right?
But I'm thinking about buying some rental property up here.
Well, now, okay, so 17 years ago on December, we bought it for
17.
117 plus upgrades, I think it came to 125. The house next door, same house as ours, $327,000.
Oh my god.
We've tripled our money.
300.
But here's the deal: if you sell that house, where are you going to go
340.
to replace what we have without
Oh,
a huge
Oregon,
mortgage?
Oregon.
You have to
Oregon.
leave the state, right,
Yeah.
to go to something that
That's what
No,
people-
no, no.
Listen to these guys. They're talking like.
you live
Oh,
on.
before
You
you-
live in Washington, right on the border between Washington and Oregon, because Washington doesn't have a state
State
tax. Then you go shopping in Oregon because Oregon doesn't have a
And
sales
you
tax.
register your vehicles in Oregon.
And you register your vehicle, $20 to register your car.
And you buy a bunch of guns because you're afraid the government's going to come and get you.
You got the
And
guns,
you,
so we're
make
okay.
you make a safe room.
Get a lot of ammunition, so you
A lot
don't
of
run out.
ammunition.
And you know a judge, so if you get
We
in
know an
trouble with the
attorney.
law or an attorney,
We
But
can
you
tell them for
We
help.
got
There's a
Kim.
lot of people in the Bay Area that are like that were, because like to buy a house, 2-bedroom, these are small, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, they're going for $400,000
Crappy house.
because they're in San Francisco.
Sure.
That's how outrageous. Or a
Oh, no, they're a
flat,
lot
which
more
is
expensive
a,
than
yeah, a
San Francisco.
flat that's in the middle of like 2 other flats. It's like
well,
4-bedroom, 1 bath.
And
they're
you're
going
worried
for
about earthquakes?
That's who-
500,000.
Next time I come to San
that's who's
Francisco
moving up
ever,
here.
I think-
All
Yeah.
the people
Well, that's
from
the
the
thing
Bay
though,
Area.
is people will want to sell their house because they want the
You know what
money,
they
but
can
you
get
can't
now?
live in the Bay Area then.
But the
You
amount
gotta
of-
move.
The amount that my house has appreciated since I bought it in
That's
2000,
amazing.
I could buy your house and another half of a house and live not paying anything.
This is like
Yeah.
double.
A little bit more. It's up,
And
about
what they're doing
almost
is people are
700,000.
coming up from California.
Sure, they're paying their houses off.
700,000?
They're buying
Yeah.
a big home up here,
That's how, it's
putting
obnoxious in
a
the Bay
pretty
Area.
good chunk of money in the bank.
Sure, and then buy a big boat motorhome sitting out front, and we're gonna go do what we want now. And they're living in Galena Forest.
That's right. I almost have enough now so that I can retire and just.
You could, Kim.
Because I was
When I
reading
find
the
the right
real estate
person.
today. I'm like, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths.
Got to be a little bit older, around my age, so we can both rock in the rocking chair together.
I thought you found her.
God, you're so obnoxious.
She's 35, Tina.
She's
Yeah, I
too
could do
young.
it.
She's too young for you.
She's too young,
Well,
exactly.
you're what, 50?
Yeah, 50.
Now you find a man, he can't keep up. Find a minute.
Man, when she
Well, he
told me I
can
was.
drive the car and read the Geo thing, and she
Yeah,
can
but
run and find
Kim,
it.
Kim, you
Someone's
you
got to be
act
his
like
care
you're 20.
worker, right?
You're 50
Someone's
going
gonna wipe the.
The drool off of his
Drool.
chin. Push you, make sure you got a little lap.
My
band
arm's
on it.
tired from wiping the drool. Would you get it, honey?
50 going on 19. That's
Yeah,
Kim.
exactly. Exactly. But I was reading to the real estate things. I'm all like 4-bedroom house,
Up here?
3 baths, 140. They're crazy. That would be like $1 million.
Well, I was thinking of buying some rental property, like duplexes or fourplexes, because I have a bunch of money floating around, it seems like.
I have a bunch of money floating around, you
Is
just
that
do
obnoxious?
something with it.
But even
No, and I was
just,
thinking of
It goes
maybe
tax
Reno.
a real problem.
But does anybody know a decent real estate, you know, sort of rental real estate, commercial real estate kind of
Yeah,
person?
'cause you'd have to rent it.
We know some people in real estate, but
They're just beginning or something?
No,
No,
they're
he's
the
talking top
high-end,
salesman, but he's the
high-end.
high-end guy.
Oh,
He's gonna buy your $2 million, $4 million
Yeah.
house.
yeah, I don't want that.
I don't know of anyone that, the commercial, but we can probably ask him who'd be good in commercial.
Yeah, it's not, I don't know if it's really called commercial, but it's like residential.
yeah, what
rental
you're looking
real
is like
estate,
a,
fourplex,
yeah.
threeplex, duplex.
What was that one that guy bought here in
Just wanted to get a
Sparks,
small house.
with that 800 big
Couple of
panel on
days, a
it?
lot of
They
repair.
said it was a fourplex and it
you know,
wasn't zoned
there's
for
a lot of
fourplex.
problem having Reno.
I
You
know, 'cause
buy,
you
you
have to do
buy
all the upkeep.
vacant lot, there you make more money.
I think so too, because don't you have all the upkeep of the duplex? If the water goes out or if
Unless you
something
hire
breaks
someone
on
to
You
do
call you
it.
on the phone.
Most of the
You have to
rental,
file a property.
Because at least with a parking lot or something like that, it kind of like.
I mean, people are making that swing, people who were hired with me at HUD are making it swing, that kind of thing, deal swing in Fresno, for instance, California real estate, and they're not having to make any payments on it.
Yeah.
The house is paying for itself.
If you
especially with
provide,
the
you can
interest.
keep it rented. and
Well, no,
the
but that's
company
what
takes
he's talking about. You get a company that
You
does
get a company that
all
you
the-
pay all of that.
you
Now, Dan and Randy, they bought a new home, and they're renting their old home.
care of.
See, I don't, depending on how much your old home appreciated, that might or might not be smart,
Yeah,
because they get that $250,000 times 2 exemption,
right.
tax-free
Once that,
exemption.
that's a once.
No, that's forever.
Yeah, well, we.
You can do it again and again and again and again.
Here in Nevada, it's only one time,
In
man.
No, it's not. No, it's
No, I
not.
think it's, Kim's right, I think they changed that.
Oh,
It's-
they
Really?
did change it?
Yeah,
Because you can only.
Changed it years ago.
well,
But a lot, but I'm not laughing at the question, a lot of people think that it's a one-time thing, it's not.
well, it was
Well,
what,
it
maybe
was maybe one time. 'cause
7,
that's
8
all
years
I ever
ago?
heard.
6, 7.
But remember, you used to have to roll over
Yes.
stuff, that's also not true anymore.
Well, you have to live in a.
2 out of the last 5 years,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
And you
know.
don't have to be married, so Barb and I could,
Oh,
both be on the.
That
Are you,
solve all your
Are
problems.
you planning on staying in California? You like, is that, you
Not
gotta move here?
necessarily. I don't know if I wanna move back here.
We wanna go smaller, so there's
Yeah.
not so many people. The traffic here, Kim, is horrible.
It's horrible.
Atrocious. We go pick up Corey from school, and to come home from his school to here, Kim, it takes us almost 45 minutes.
Cause
Yeah.
of the traffic.
Freeway.
Well, that's easy. That's lucky.
There is a lot of traffic. We were trying to make a left on some street, and I was like, look at all this traffic.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
That's back when this town was, remember B Street was
B Street.
nothing.
Well, but the problem is you've got, like, they're building out in Spanish Springs, you got 1 or 2 main arteries to get in and out of that valley. So those 2 roads are so compacted and congested.
And they're not doing any thinking when
But when they're
doing all
building
this
the
grading.
roads and building up the
Well, and that's part of the
developments.
problem here in Reno, and I notice it more and more after having lived in San Francisco and now in El Cerrito, which are more kind of planned community
planned
kind of
community.
things. Yeah, I noticed that there's a lot of kind of beginner's mistakes where people just came to Reno and started a casino and,
Yeah,
oh, you want to
Exactly.
sell me this and I'll build around it, and oh, okay, I'll do this. Just in the way that we got in and out of parking lots, we were talking about it, there's like a lot of parking lots that
Are horrible.
are
Oh, yeah?
just crazy. Even this place where we parked in front of the Silver Club,
Right.
it's like a one-way thing. So if
Yep.
somebody was parked in front of us, somebody was parked behind us, there wasn't enough room for 2 cars to pack. We were sitting there waiting for somebody to get out to do it.
I mean,
So
it's
little
nice.
things like that that just show a lack of kind of
Thought,
foresight.
forethought.
I mean,
Well,
they tried to make downtown Sparks look really nice. I don't know if you saw where the new movie theater is and all
Yeah,
that.
it's right
area.
behind our hotel,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
next to our
I mean, they tried, but
But it looks
just didn't quite
piecemeal.
get.
And Barb said, she goes, you know, Reno still looks like it's just dirty and kind of.
Yeah.
And this is
It
when we were
is,
coming
and
in.
It is.
Yeah, I know, and I'm starting to having been born and raised here, I never really realized it. But now I'm starting to get to be far enough away from it so
Then you
that
see it more when you come in.
You do
I know
see it.
Deanna said the same thing. She said she would never move back to Reno.
yeah, and that's the reason that I wouldn't
Deanna
move
would
back.
never
It wouldn't be
move back.
because of the town or anything like that, but it's really because of the town and
It
everybody
is.
who lives here
Yeah.
and everything. You know, it's just
I remember when like Sparks was small back in like I want to say the early 70s. Maybe it looked dirty back then, but to me it didn't. I don't know what it was. was.
But it was a working class neighborhood, like I was telling Barb yesterday.
All
was
the houses
nice.
over there,
It
yeah,
was
people
nice.
took
It's
care
all
of them.
railroad community.
Now, it's all
railroad.
Hispanics, a lot of Hispanic casino
Full of
workers.
Hispanics, it's full of them.
Well, we have a
We're
lot of
surrounded
Hispanic, we have a lot of Asian, because of the fact that they can get jobs here pretty
In the
easily.
casinos.
and-
Yeah, it's
and
very transient
it's-
too. I
right.
was like noticing a lot of people, I was like, wow, there's a really large transient.
Well, and also we
Especially-
noticed the quality of people, not the quality of people, but the way that the people looked that, who worked at Pep Boys,
Sure.
who worked at the hotel registration desk and other things. And she was saying, boy, you know, these people look like they're really hard down on their luck and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know, but that's that
That's the
population.
kind of town it is, with the
That-
gambling and the.
That's right, and the
Just
people
watch
who
the way
first
they
come to
drive,
town, that's what they're
people,
going
yeah.
to do. I said, then
I've
you
never
get
seen that
the
before.
professionals like you guys or other people. We stopped and asked somebody for directions, you know, and they were like a normal couple. They were going into a shopping center and they go, oh, blah, blah, blah. I go, see, there was a normal couple
You
there.
know what's fun to do? I don't know if you guys probably do this in California. Do you guys like to go look at model homes?
No,
Have you ever done it?
No.
No, there's not any model homes.
Oh
There's
my
not?
God.
so.
Here,
Oh,
you
Kim.
could go out and you could go through these mansions.
These go up to Arrow Creek and up like that. They're like
She's all looking
$2
at
million homes, and you can walk in at your leisure, walk through these homes that are 8,000 square feet. You know, and they're
Actually,
all decorated in like.
They'll start at like 500,000.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, and that's just the
Base
basic
price.
cost. By the time you add the tile upgrade and this,
Counter
now you're at
upgrade.
$1.2 million or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
fun. They have one that looks like a castle and it's got a round turret in the front when you walk in the door. They're so much fun. You can walk in the shower and you walk around like this to get into where the shower is. No door on the shower. I love to just go. If you're really bored, you may get ideas for how to decorate the room in case you get the new upgraded stuff that they put in.
We do the
I like
opposite.
that.
We go to houses that
We
are
go
in
open
my,
houses.
that are
Like that.
by my house, just all, you know, to
Just to
say,
see,
oh,
Well, it's
wow.
fun to snoop and like, you know,
Yeah,
they
how
call
big
that
is
a
your
bath
house,
and it's like
Ken?
a toilet that's in a cabinet. There's like not even a wall here or a door and they're like selling it for
Not
like
too much.
$600,000 for this
Like-
2 bedrooms.
Like this
Yeah.
used to
It's
be
like crazy.
1,100.
It's fun to go.
Yeah, it's probably about like
His
this.
grandparents have a house like that.
This is laid out a little bit better, I think, than mine is.
But the one thing
Well,
about San
I mean,
Francisco,
you know,
I
this
was in the
being
Bay Area
remodeled,
though, as
you
far
know.
as like the developments.
That's
and
right,
that,
because
is
this
they
is,
will actually
yeah, I used to have that thing
block
over there, and
development.
It was-
the air conditioner
There
over there.
isn't
Yeah.
enough parking,
Oh yeah.
or if there's not
I
enough,
met a lot of
in and out,
room
like
when
you
we
mentioned,
took
just
the
2
plan
lanes in
out.
and out.
Yeah,
If you don't have that all
everything.
mapped
And
out,
then
they
we
have
got the
block
table set.
permits for people who
Here,
do develop.
you,
That's the thing.
here they have none of that. You could build anything if you
Oh,
had
no,
the
you
money.
get blocked.
You could. I mean, they put how many? They put 150, almost 200,000 people out in Spanish Springs
Yeah, how do you get them in
with
and
no
out?
way to get them in and out.
You got Vista, and that's what you were proposing,
Corey.
coming in Pyramid Lake Highway. You got Vista
Corey.
on one side and Pyramid Lake. You
Stop
got
with
2
the ball.
arteries.
You wanna watch TV?
No.
And that's really the problem. And you
should-
can really see it when you're on the outside. And it just, it's so much of a hassle that I can see that I would never consider
Now-
doing
United,
that.
they're rebuilding that whole construction of Interstate 80. They cannot make it 3 lanes there because the Nugget has all their exhaust on the
All their exhaust and, yeah.
right there in the middle. They cannot make and take that. I go, come on, they can't engineer that exhaust and move it somewhere else. I'm sure it costs the Nugget a lot of money to do that, but that's why they can't complete that section. So
That
you're
was,
gonna go
that
from
was
3
a
lanes
mistake,
down to
number
2,
one,
back
to
to
build a
3.
freeway
How
through
stupid
town.
is that? Every
They
morning I
couldn't build
have to
it up
drive
here.
there. Every day, the bottleneck's right there. Kim, no loss. You know where we live. I get on the freeway at Vista. Come out. By the time I get to the Old Helms Pit, I am stopped. From there to the 395 interchange. How many miles is that? 2 miles? 3 miles?
Yeah, but I mean, you want to talk
Stop.
about driving and complaining. Look at the Bay Area. I mean, people drive
Yeah, I
ungodly.
don't want that to be either. But you can get
No,
part of
I
it.
just ride BART every day. I ride my motorcycle to the BART station, it takes 7 minutes, and I hop on the BART train. And I only work 3 days a week.
Coffee's made, does anybody want more coffee?
Can I have
I'm
one?
gonna have another cup.
I mean, there's a place down by his house that they want to. I think it's 100 units they want to put in, and there's 2 counties, 2 cities over. There's like he's Hill Street, there's Berkeley, there's Albany. Albany people are complaining about this. Way down here, this unit's going to go in because the traffic that's going to be on San Pablo, and now they're blocking
It's
the
gonna,
developer.
it's gonna
I mean,
cost.
people are very, very like they want everything mapped. Like I said, they want you to have parking garages. You want
Well,
they're really
Aren't
aggressive.
people moving out of California? Isn't the
I was
population
shocked
of
that you guys
California
were
going
like,
down?
they seem to all be
No.
I don't
moving
know.
here.
No.
I think that it's still very attractive to people with the weathers and you know, and now with the jobs. I mean, we had that
How are
hunch
you
Just
gonna
get
go
some
to Lake
research.
tomorrow? You
Yeah.
gonna go up Mount Rose?
No, going through Carson.
I was gonna say,
Because
if
we're
you went
staying
to
at
Mount Rose,
South
you could
Shore.
go see St. James Village, and that's like another castles. They're building castles there. You can go look at those.
But I'm not into castles.
I know, but it's just
I mean-
fun to
No, but
walk
it's
through
I
it.
think it's fun because I mean I have fun going to the open houses and.
But that's who they're drawing the people from the Bay Area that are have the homes
Yeah,
down
there's
there.
$1 million homes. Kim, where does this community support? There's not that many millionaires
Oh, yeah, what did I
to
say?
support the homes, and every week we watch that home thing on TV. Only 1.5 million, only 1.8 million. You know, after you see about 30 of those, you're like, I don't get it. You know, doctors and lawyers, okay, but there's only so many. But
No, I agree, but there's the casinos, people who own casinos make a ton of money.
Well, there's
I
not
like
that many
you saying to
casinos.
Tina, but have you
Well,
ever worked? I don't care what
Yeah.
time you're in the freeway, it's jammed.
it is. Try driving it at 5, Dad.
The people gotta work someplace, sometime. Well, they're simply all around all the time.
I think it'd be different if Reno also like.
Probably they all do what
attracting
Kim did.
corporations
Work
that they
3
wanna
days
pay,
a week.
California rates and real estate, so they took their main office out of California, put it in Reno.
But see, that's the other thing. Nevada is a Freeport state.
What does that mean?
Freeport means
Yeah,
that
well, that's why I
people,
went to
they
work
can
for
open
the
warehouses here, and they don't have to pay taxes on the stuff
Well, no,
that they
well,
put here.
one of those days
In the
you're supposed to be
warehouse.
working.
So that,
We didn't
between
have the
that
law
casinos,
time.
that's what runs Reno. A
3
lot of
days a
that.
week.
Yeah, cause it seems like it would be a first place to set up a.
You only give them 24 hours a day,
Yeah,
that's
all the
enough.
places
you
that
guys
spend
wanna go back
like
to
major
town
money in
Sunday?
downtown,
No,
you
we're
know,
going
San
up to
Francisco,
Virginia.
that have like
Back
front,
Sunday
you
in
know,
town? You're
just
staying
like
up
more
there the whole
property.
time?
Just
I
for a
think that's fun.
day,
And then
she's
you
gotta
can
be
throw
working
like
in the morning.
the homes here are affordable, you can even throw that in.
Wait till you go up to the lake, you wanna talk about traffic.
Yeah.
Well, we're just driving to the hotel right there at the south side, and then we're gonna take that trolley up. Anybody take that trolley up?
Yeah, up
there?
in Heavenly, we've taken that.
Do you
Yeah.
have reservations for that, or can we just go and
You
buy
can just,
tickets?
well, we went, we could just get out, go and buy tickets in the morning or whatever.
Are they, is it expensive?
No, we went the last time you and I went was our honeymoon.
Yeah, and
Because I haven't
they actually
been
stopped
up
it because it was
there.
lightning, we had to stay up
We
there
took
for
the
a while.
one at Heavenly, not at Heavenly, up at the Olympic
scary.
Village
No, it was
in Squaw Valley last summer, 2 summers ago.
Oh, yeah, that was a nice one.
And how much was that one? 20, I wanna say 22 a piece or something like that. But
No,
they
I don't
had a
think it was
swimming
that
pool at
much.
the top, they had an ice rink at the top, they had a restaurant up there, you could spend the whole day up there.
At Hemley Valley, you get on it down in South Lake Tahoe now, right?
Yeah.
Where?
No.
By the casinos.
Yeah, it's by Harris.
Well, you know,
By Harris.
you passed that day. You're going down, you come in, so you see.
Oh, so you can drive down to it.
Yeah, you could, they got a big parking lot thing.
If you ever think about it, the one at Squaw Valley is a lot of fun to go up to now, just because now they like I was gonna say, they put it and built up on top there, they built big huge swimming pool and an ice arena and
We took, when Ilda was here, we took her and her friend up
they
there
got
for the day.
hooked up there because they don't realize, you know,
Yeah.
they're from the
They're at sea
Mediterranean and they think, oh yeah, you know, we got these great tans, we kept saying, you're gonna
You're
get
gonna get
burned, be
burned, put some
careful.
more sunshine.
Oh, no.
She
I
fried, she
used
got
to
blisters
serve
on her
You
mouth.
meant to say bake.
We got fridge.
I used to serve that, and not having the valley, the one that's Squaw Valley. Thousand tablecloths. Normally they're all 45, you know, they have a table for one.
You know what they say in the Silver Club? They say, we inventory all the linen when you leave, and you will be charged for any missing linen. It says it right in the door.
Appropriate price, you'll be charged appropriate price,
Is that-
and then it's missing.
I bet you never happened.
You get
Well,
a
how are
lot
you gonna
of,
do that, huh?
you get a lot of local people into the, you get Sparks Finest into Carl's. You get kind of like the ones that almost could make it into the Nugget.
But no, that's what I told her. I said, you know, there's a certain look, Carl's. I said, it's called Carl's cocktail waitress look. I said, the woman looks good from about 50 feet away.
So
And
bad.
then as you get closer and closer, you see more and more flaws until finally you see she has no teeth, her nose has been readjusted, her eyeballs are wrong. But from 50 feet away, she looks decent.
But they are,
Passable.
you know what, they're pretty nice people in Carl's.
I
I
used
used
to go
to,
100 feet, they look better. No,
that's where Casey used to go. Casey used to go play Keno down at
I
Carl's.
don't like the food that's Carl for some reason. I like it going there and eat.
You know, back probably 10, 15 years ago, they used to have a steak and eggs breakfast. Remember that? You get a New York steak and eggs and hash browns and coffee and toast, and I think it was $1.99.
Price is right, but they not too much.
I don't like Carl's. I don't like it at all. Never have.
You like the
Why are you
nugget
staying
though?
there?
It's cheap.
Gee, the price.
Well, we ate a
Carl's ripped me off once. It was Carl's kid.
Oh, yeah.
20 years ago, 25 years ago, I bet on this
That guy, yeah.
horse racing machine where they had these little horses that run around this track. And I knew the machine was kind of acting up a little bit, and so I knew who was going to win the next time, so I put a quarter in it. Sure enough, it won. Ding, 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 it started raining out $25, but then all of a sudden it said malfunction. So I wanted to be, I was full of piss and vinegar, and so I go, hey, come on, $25, it won. So he comes out, he says, okay, well, just a second, we'll look at it, and then come back and see me tomorrow. So I came back the following day, and he goes, I got what will you? He reaches into his pocket, he gives me a quarter. And he said, here's your quarter
I
back.
just snapped in the face.
I go, yeah? Well, you wait. In 20 years, I'm going to be telling this story on Spraja Way. But you know
I
how
didn't like this kid either.
it was his kid, that's right. So, you know how things like that just sour you.
Well, you knew him real well, too, didn't you?
I didn't know him that well.
I know Carl the best. I seen the kid, you know, there in the club and gambling all the time. He didn't impress me too much.
Well, Asquaga's kid wasn't much better, was he?
It was horrible. He was a drunkard.
I think he's still not much better.
Hey, what's his sister's name, though? Michelle?
Michonne.
Michonne.
Michonne and Michelle.
Which one is the one that's running it?
Michonne. She went to school with me.
He's the brain for operation.
The woman running the thing.
Yeah, the Nuggets. The one where Chris Isaac.
John, though, he's still
He's still there too.
all the time. Hey, we saw John. He sits down there. I think we told you this last
Yeah, you
night.
did.
When he told it exactly to the penny how much August he held for a session. Oh, it was amazing. I wonder how many figures went through his mind in his lifetime. With how many?
Hey, he knew how to make it all about. He blew it when he built the second hotel there.
Yeah, the tower.
Oh, he did? You haven't been filling that up?
Stays cold
It
there. It
didn't work out for some reason.
You go there on a Saturday and there's not that
They
many.
named it from his dad, you know, back
Yeah.
home, you know, over there. But for some reason, he owed the money, the bank, because you know, he borrowed the money from
You know
the
what?
bank.
He had at one time, what, 7 ranches?
Back.
Big ranches. So we're not talking little ranches. Where he had
He sold most everything.
most of the ranches are sold now.
He named everything Rose in there.
He sold them for what? Just need the money or
Yeah, I think you need the money to
Oh, really?
Yeah. And these ranches, he had like the nugget meat packing, where he serves probably a lot of California with nugget meat. I'm sure he sells them all over.
I've never seen it there, but
Yeah, that was a big
big deal.
And then he
And
was.
that's why I was a little upset. Here he is in the gambling business. They start going on the meat department. He had his own
Watch that cord.
ranch.
Oh yeah,
Hey, you know, if you're a gambler, take care of the gambler. Nobody got in everybody else's.
Where you pouring it in there?
Then you find end up on the laundry business too. That's not right. That's not right, Kim. He had too much money, kept buying and buying. Finally, he had to sell it to make the payment.
You know, right down here.
Say it loud enough so we can get it on tape. Get it on tape.
Probably is on tape.
We can make fun of it last time. She said she's a sweet girl.
Who's that?
I don't know.
I told him, I said, she's a
Never
really
heard
sweet
of
girl. He needs to keep his hands on that one.
I never heard
Or
of
off
girl.
that one.
On then off.
Well, nice seeing you again, Kim. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Another year goes by, or 2 years, I don't know. No, it's probably been a year.
Say work's going okay?
Great.
We
He
get
doesn't
over
work
and
for days. How
over.
hard
What
can
do you
it
mean I
be?
don't work? What are you talking
You're
about?
semi-retired. You got all this money floating around. You need to do something. Come
Well,
on.
you gotta work less to make more money. That's the way I see it.
115 a year now.
I know. I was gonna say, what about the
And going up.
And work less.
My house payment's about 300, 400 a month, something like that. It's not fair.
That's great. Hey, we have it coming. We didn't have a very easy when we grow up.
You guys didn't have
I had
a
it easy. We can do the old timers of the man. We're not. You call this snow? When I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
uphill both ways.
They double the school day when it snowed like that. Make you get in there at 5:30
We had
in
to
the
walk to
morning.
school. We didn't have no car.
We had to walk to school and it was uphill both ways.
But I tried to open the back door. I couldn't do it. You know, the string open from the back. No way. I had to do the gate.
Yeah.
No up to here. So I decided not to even move the truck. Just to let it go.
The paper said since when? 1906.
1906.
1906. I don't remember if I remember that. Is that a Wednesday or
It's
was
the
it?
same day as the San Francisco earthquake. What happened is it got so heavy with snow on this side that it propped San Francisco up on that side.
A little back on the level.
San Francisco never be on the level.
The Schwarzenegger doing a good job from the California.
Orange juice.
That's pretty quiet there. At least here, anyway.
Did you go back to making movies?
I like he always has his one-liners. Like he thinks he's still like in a. He feels like
Yeah,
he's
it's
in
a
a movie.
movie. Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
You
our
like play
governor.
grab ass all the time. Yeah, once you learn, you know the old saying, the saying, wolf, you lose the air, but never lose the habit.
What saying?
Somehow they don't translate from Italian. Some of the old ones.
Listen to it. Yeah. The habit there, you know, if you have it in control of it. So you get old, enough, you lose your air, you know. But the habit is still there.
Yeah.
It's translated.
I gotta talk to Corey.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
so
Yeah.
you and Barbara have to finish these two little pieces.
He could
Oh,
tell
I
you
can do that.
Alright, come on, Roger.
No, seen him over there playing with that ball reminds me of the story.
He's a dog hunter.
I can't do it.
He's so good.
Oh, did you hear about Corey's deer? Got called Kim
You
about
know what?
Corey's deer.
He
Now in the
never-
morning you
never
toast
got
it?
a duck.
Yes, you put a little butter on it.
Corey never got a duck. Could you believe that? Come out of that place without getting a duck out to you?
When's the last time you been out there? It's probably been a while.
The last time I went there after I wasn't hunting anymore, probably 15 years ago, maybe.
We did a lot of work out there. We repainted it.
It's so sad though. That place is so sad because people. But you know what? Speaking of the devil, did you see where that guy shot those people over that deer stand in Minnesota?
Yes.
I ran into the same thing. And I don't think that you were involved in it. We had fixed the brush, you know, remember the brush where those lines were. And remember, my old man used to hunt on one side and I on the other. And we went down a couple weeks before the season opened to kind of dig them out or just, you know, whatever, clean up the cabin a little bit. And that morning, opening morning, I go walking down there to that side. I'm not sure if Deb was there or not. There was somebody in the blind. There were like 2 or 3 people in the blind. So I got my shotgun. I had hunted there since I was 13. These guys got their guns. I had just cleaned up the stupid thing like the week before. And I said, no, you know, I'm going to hunt here. No, you're not. And I knew at that time that, that there's no laws that are going to govern this. Because if I persist, we're either, everybody's armed.
Yes, somebody gets shot.
There's no cops for 15 or 20 miles. However,
See, that was my response. I'm like, can't you just call the cops?
Well, you knew
Like,
Where are you gonna get them at?
Exactly, that's what he
federal
said.
land.
By the time they
Wasn't
come down,
private land.
You're dead.
You know, it's not, don't belong to us.
I understand. I didn't finish
It's
it.
only 300 feet from the fence. That's the
you said it
law.
was yours. You're on private property.
I
It's
just
mine.
no.
It's private property. It was mine.
You know what? It might be 300 feet from the fence.
Yeah, it's more than 300.
Well, tell me what you ended up doing anyway.
No, what I ended up doing, I guess it's still the same. I don't know if that pond's still there. So I just got up on that rise right behind that, you know, the one that's behind, and kind of just stood there and kind of just kept the ducks from landing in that pond. I did that for a while. You know, they had those big canals behind there.
Yeah.
And then I just gave up on that. I thought this is just, you know, this is bullshit. So then
Yeah, but those days it was ducks.
there were ducks, but I couldn't shoot any.
I chased a guy out of there, and he used to paint it from Fowler. He was painting, you know, a house. You don't have no right. I said, you get your ass out. And he kept going. He said, I'm going, but I know you're wrong. This place is not belong to you guys. You were right. Me, I thought it belonged to us all the time. Then Albert set me straight.
What do you mean?
So
below
In all, for all
us?
intents and, well, it certainly
Wasn't
didn't.
Albert's property.
No. And we
But it wasn't those guys' property
And
either.
no,
We were
it
the
was
ones who-
government land. And you build a blind, you had the right, really, you know that?
You built the blind and everything.
At one time, me and Rudy go down,
It not
right?
being our property has really nothing to do with the story. It would have been the same.
What you're saying
You had
is there could have been a
permission to be there,
shootout.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Well,
There
we
could have
didn't
been a
have no
shootout.
permission. We went there.
Oh,
Because
it was not
there's no road there.
I
And
got
from
it.
my side,
I
you
got
can
it. I'm
drive.
still on
to
the
it.
duck blind and the guy that shot the 600.
But you know, the guy,
So you're gonna be right or you're gonna stay alive? That's probably the moral of that story.
it's just like when you
Right,
drive,
dead right.
when you go across.
And also, I can see how that guy shot those guys. Or I could see how it, this is before I understood all that
You
happened.
got free, you know.
I
Now,
could
I
see,
didn't
kind of
understand
see
the
how
whole
it happened.
story.
It was
Was
free,
he
not
right?
free.
I'm not sure. What was?
Dallas, Cloud Dallas. He got free last week.
They
He
released
was
him?
in for 32 years. He got out in 30 years.
Black Dallas is out?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But now
Well,
what
we're
was the
jumping
deal with
around a
this
little
guy?
bit.
Why did
I didn't even know he was in.
Why did he shoot the 6 people?
He, two people. He killed
Well,
two
but he
people.
shot at 6,
Because it's
right?
something else.
No.
No, August.
No, I'm talking
Kim's
to
talking about the guy that deer hunting this year, the Oriental
Oh,
guy.
this year.
They
I'm
shot
talking
this-
about Dallas, the guy in
Claude
Paradise
Dallas,
here.
that guy that was,
Cloud Dallas, he was a
With the-
trapper, he was a lawbreaker. In other words, he's a tough guy. He was good for 30 miles on those range overnight. Now you don't do that kind of walking 30 miles overnight, especially in Paradise. You know, that's pretty tough here.
Get the cops
But
out.
anyway, he got to camp. He was trapping, and the government tried to find a way to arrest him.
Oh, I remember that now.
And one thing
Remember it was
led
a
to
movie.
another. When they got to camp, there was two guys. There was just
game wardens in there.
yeah, go through all his stuff, and I guess they got in an argument. He shot them both right there.
And then the biggest thing was that after he shot him, he went up and
He
shot
shot.
him behind
He
the head.
shot him again. Yeah, that was his downfall. If he wouldn't have shot the second
then they
time,
put
Could you tell that they were game wardens, or
Oh,
you
yeah,
thought
he-
someone was just
Oh,
around
no,
there
regardless,
trying to
guys.
defend?
regardless.
now
I was
I
trying
want
to
to
think
go
of
back
his
to
defense.
Kim's story. Why did the guy, what did you hear as to why he shot? Didn't he shoot at 5 people, but he killed 2?
He said that the people shot at him first. That was the thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it all played out.
I thought
How
you
many
said
died?
because you heard how it went down, that you could see how he could do that.
No, initially, how he was sitting up in the stand on these guys' deer stand. It's like it's sitting in a blind. And these guys come up
You know, like, what are you
and they
doing
go,
here?
"Yeah, what are you doing here? This is our property. Everybody's armed." And you know,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
it
not
was
leaving.
right.
who's right?
Who had the most people, that's right. Because they can whip you good, that's it. Me and Rudy went down, right? I said, okay, I'll walk this way, you walk that way. When they got to the big pond, you know, after we parked the truck there, I hear some commotion yelling over there. And so, instead to go where I wanted, I kind of double back. And when I got to, there's a fence between, they go corral. And, what do you got, problem there, Rudy? Well, Rudy felt like a rooster then. He said, I forgot somebody backed me up, right? There were 3 guys there. And the Rudy said, you don't belong here. You know, that's right. He's, oh yeah? Who's gonna get me out of here?
I am.
I am, huh? So he had weather on, he took his weather on, was barefooted. He was gonna find them all.
Well, the guys are waiting there while Rudy's taking his waiters. Oh, come on.
Yeah, and no kidding.
Rudy probably would have went after him.
Rudy, he took his weather off because he said, if I'm gonna
Waiters
fight
with
him,
rubber pants that go clear up to here.
if I'm gonna fight those guys, I need some room, right? And well, those guys, they weren't too concerned until they hear me yell. Then they decide to go. And Rudy marched him all the way, barefooted, all the way to the end there. He was right behind. You should have seen him, you know.
But back then, I guess you would fight with your fists. But now,
I don't know. Remember the night? Remember the time
See,
we?
now, like, I don't want to ever
The
hear
guy
a
that
story like this
and this
again.
guy was on dope of some sort.
Well, we already know the guy, maybe we don't know the guy, but Arbus said, this guy here, I'm glad you didn't find him. because the guy's crazy.
It's like what if somebody comes
He
back? You
keeps
think they're
on
leaving and you start hanging out with your buddy and
Oh, you can see by the
come behind
cabin,
you.
going like a son of a gun. I mean, he was going 20 right through there, didn't stop for anything.
Wait, but they have the gates up there.
Well, I mean, he opened the gate, they get close, we didn't hear him, we didn't start eating.
Actually, we were trying to light the stove.
Then we saw the light, I said, somebody's coming, right? So we tried to go by the door and see who was coming. We went right through there. I said, so we ran after him.
They got in the truck and took off after him. I said, Todd, what are you thinking about?
We grabbed the shotguns and
Yeah,
loaded
but
them
what are
all.
you gonna do?
What are you gonna do when you catch him?
No, but what are you gonna do just letting this guy go off? I mean, that's the way out too.
Yeah.
There's no way out, but he went through the desert.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
He went,
I-
he knew
he had to know his
country.
way, yeah, because otherwise he'd run into water.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, he probably going up there in the sand dune when he parked. We could drive right by and never see him, you know.
Yeah, and then you guys go by and he takes off.
This guy though,
Did you guys sleep that night?
you sleep with a shotgun right next to you. But this is the guy that later got caught.
Have you seen pictures of the place, Barbie, that they're talking
No,
about?
He
Dad's gotta have a honeymoon somewhere with pictures of this place.
he ended up sleeping with some 15-year-old girl, some guy's daughter, and they ended up putting him in prison.
I noticed on the gate, when they opened the gate, there was a little bitty footstep with a high heel. And I mentioned to Mark, but he said, I don't know who they are, right? There was that guy and his sister, the little girl, you know, makes sense.
These gates aren't like gates. They're like barbed wire strung onto a piece of stuff that you actually have to stick it into a hoop on the bottom and pull it and put it on a hoop on the top.
But
So it's
anyway.
not like a gate that you would swing open. You have to, so the passenger has to get out, take this thing off, hold it open, you drive through and
One time, a couple years ago,
But they were out spotlighting for deer is what they were doing.
a couple years ago, we went hunting and we went over in one spot over there. And we got back to the cabin. Boom, 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 we could hear shoot with the corrallers. What? Well, who the hell that could be? So we got,
Great.
That's
got
them
the
with
quad.
their load of, this is,
I
of
didn't
course,
turn
my
the light
dad,
on
this
or
is his
anything.
grandfather
We
here.
take off like
This is my
crazy.
dad's
But
brother
it's
Teresa.
cut
I
down.
don't know if you've been to
No, we buck around and on the pond where they were
You
hunting.
can see the cabin, you can see the shadow right here of the cabin, not the cabin.
Nobody in sight.
But this is when he's
They
talking
didn't
about
have a chance
gate,
to
okay,
get
you
out
gotta
of
get
there,
out
but we
and
got
like,
out fast.
open it and then.
So Todd is, hey you guys, I know you're here, come on.
They don't put a cap
We
on
want
how
to talk
many
to
you
you.
can, like,
Well, they ain't gonna come
Not back
out.
then, it was meant to
They
snap.
didn't.
They didn't come out, we never
That's a
seen them,
lot.
but the next day was over there. We knew they had 10 gauge because of the.
where do you have the wrong side?
Oh,
really?
Where do you
No,
have the
they,
wrong side?
they come through the desk,
Like
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the
yeah.
They're the other way.
around stuff, but this is pretty sparse.
and
Like you can
it was
see
so
on your
dry,
property.
they drove with the truck.
No, these are dunes. There's dunes all around
No,
there.
but in this area, you can see something in this area. That's a great picture.
I can't believe
Look
it.
at this.
That's not a lake, that's a canal.
That's the canal. I
Very
hate driving
good.
over this.
There's no more tree there.
This is so narrow, it's like, God, I don't wanna go off, because I'm
All
gonna
the
go in the
tree
water.
is gone.
There's no side rails or anything.
People actually lived out here back in the probably the early
Yeah, the mill farm.
1900s or the
Yeah,
late
where am I?
80s.
They still have
Where's
this
the
there?
cabin at?
That's where they go, they still go there. Corey enjoys it.
We put in, there's a metal roof on
And
it.
tell us, who catches more ducks?
Catches ducks?
You catch it,
I don't
huh?
know, but anybody who says catches ducks
Yeah.
doesn't belong to go in that gun.
Yeah, you catch it, huh?
That's my Jeep.
Here, duck, duck,
That's my
duck,
Jeep.
duck, duck. Here, duck, duck, duck.
That's my Jeep.
Why is it your Jeep, Kim?
Yeah.
Well, look at all those ducks that they caught.
Yeah, they must have caught him. Look, they got him by the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have this picture too.
Corey, I don't think you'll say that again.
Well, you'd be wrong.
I'm gonna have a little
I gotta have a talk to you about this guy who I met.
You catch ducks too?
He was, actually we needed to buy some dirt. And so this guy said he had some free dirt, right? And so Barb knows about this story. So I drive to this guy's house and he's like digging out a basement out of his house in Berkeley. So threw the dirt in the back of my truck and stuff. I started talking to him. and about what he does for a living. And he said, I was about 12 years old or 13 years old, maybe a little bit younger, and my mom bought me a book on juggling. He said, you throwing that ball up in the air just reminded me of it. And he goes, I couldn't figure out how to do it. And he goes, I almost locked myself in my room for the next 2 months and started juggling. He goes, and then I got really good at it. And he said, and so now I do a few things. One is I published, he has a book on Amazon.com called Origami. He's like a world-class origamist. And also he rides a unicycle and juggles
At the same time?
and juggles, yeah, and also dances the salsa and juggles all of this stuff. And this guy found a career. This guy is
doing that?
Yep. He's really well known.
He's world known doing this stuff. He was in the Ironman origami competition, and he gave me the book, a copy of the book that's on Amazon.com. His name's Jeremy Schaefer, by the way.
You've met this guy, and that's amazing.
Yeah, he was giving dirt away, And he's the youngest looking 31-year-old person I think that I've ever seen. He's got a big old website too.
Wow.
But he is great, and it's just really amazing when you can.
Do something like that, make a passion out of it, and make a
He said, you know what? I can make so much money just going and being a street performer. He said, I've done that for about 4 or 5 years. He goes, but it's hard to buy a house in Berkeley because you can't, you don't show all of that.
Yeah, well,
You
you
can't
show you
qualify.
for money.
You know what's who was it? Bruce Williams? Or
Yeah,
who
Bruce
was-
Williams.
said one time, he says, you know what?
Yeah, give me a pickup truck.
No, but he says, what, and I think he's right here. He says, no matter what you do, if you're the best at it, you can make money. I don't know if it's right or not.
Have you seen this book, Kim? Glasses on.
I don't know if you've seen the book, but
August catchy now.
Corey,
What?
did you see this book?
No.
Yeah, Kim,
Yes,
it's
yeah.
August Catching album. Corey, I'm joking. Come here.
I'm trying to see if I can see it. Oh, that's Corey this year. He went there, honey.
Is that the one that he shot?
Yeah,
Don't get mad.
I wasn't mad.
that's 4 and 3. 1 shot.
What? Corey, what kind of gun?
Yeah, 36.
Yeah. He shot my brother's Casey's gun.
Was that Casey's gun?
Yeah. You
Pretty
didn't know
good
that?
beer, you know that? 3 and 4,
That's Todd's
180
brother who
pounds.
passed away 2 years ago. That was Todd's brother who passed away. It was his fault.
These aren't in the book.
No,
Hey, that's when the
I
GPS
haven't got
would
into
have
it
came in
yet.
nice. We got lost in High Rock Canyon. We didn't get out till 9 o'clock at night. I wish we'd have had a GPS.
This is up by Gerlach too, right?
Well,
wow,
no,
it's
it's-
up a silver medal. After that's good luck.
way back. It's big country up there.
Yeah, it's where that guy and that wife from California got stuck in the snow up there.
Was it?
Well, fought it up by Wyatt.
We were right by Bahia.
Well, you went through by Cedarville to Wyatt and to Georgia Battle.
There's gotta be
You
some
know
pictures
what?
there.
I forget, that is some beautiful country up there.
I hate it.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was only up there for antelope time, and
But we
This
went,
is,
we went,
this is inside, is this inside
we
the
went to
cabin?
Nellie Springs.
That's
Yellow
inside the
Springs,
cabin,
yeah.
right there.
yeah,
It was
There's the
snowing,
cabin
it
door.
was cold.
yeah. And on top of this was where the big
Triangle,
bell was,
yeah.
and then we put a triangle.
They
around
stole
it.
that.
We needed to go, they had the hot springs that you can just go and they're on the side
You
of the
didn't
road.
see it all, did you? Or you were kidding?
So was the cabin ever vandalized because somebody messed
All
with
the
it?
All
time.
time. Matter of fact, 2 years ago, they stole the stove. The old pot, they had an old,
That's my grandfather.
Probably a
I don't think
$1,200
you ever seen,
stove.
I ain't got many pictures.
So now we got out there, out from South San Francisco,
Look at
my
his name.
grandmother came out of her basement down in the house that my dad
Bernard.
was born and raised in South City. We got hers out there, and it's another old,
That's my dad,
There's no real
dog
way to
counting now,
protect
but
it, is there?
no.
when you went
Maybe
to
people know
service,
it's occupied,
he
right?
went to the army
Yeah,
and then
there's
it's
some,
Not
the
occupied, but
general,
but you
they
can't really
found
put a
out
lock
he's a
on
dog
doors,
counter,
somebody
so
will break the windows and
that's what he
the door
was
in,
doing in
you
the
know.
army. He just take all those guys, all the brass, dog counting over there.
the big top brass guys.
Yeah.
I guess you're looking for well cement. There's no memory.
That's his grandfather.
I'm looking for.
Yeah, I haven't got many pictures. He maybe one or two.
Sir, this is a subpoena. You,
Hey, you wanted me the tough guy. That's it, Kim. He was the toughest it comes. Yeah.
No, where did you get this? How come they did a newspaper article on you guys?
Because we were good out there, deer hunting.
No, they paid off the.
They paid off the paper to do it?
No, well, listen, one of I am his legal guardian. Hold on. Wait, let me get this.
13 deer?
Yeah.
In the bed of
See, that
August's
was-
truck.
Is that a truck there?
There's 13 deer
back there.
in that bed.
Yeah, that was my truck. I bought 1951 Dodge. Two-wheeler, you couldn't go no
See, they have to control the herd, or otherwise
Yeah.
Just start.
they'll all
yeah.
starve to death.
Now,
They've been using that excuse since I was a kid.
now their herd is controlled. That
The deer
guy's
on
tough.
his back. He's got the deer on his back.
And a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah.
And the guy jumped on top of the deer, on top of it. He was tough.
And that deer probably weighed 200 pounds.
You know, even 150, you had not 150, 300.
You had one of these Jeeps too, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was before my time. I just heard stories about it.
White guy going all over the place.
Tell the story about when I think you guys put sand in the gas tank and then caught the fire, the truck on
That
fire.
was out here, we were little.
Then I went to Fallon with my truck still on fire. I could see the thing come off the hood.
Vision 43, the Los Angeles Municipal Corporation Association. Everyone still presiding.
This should be happening.
Case number 3005.
Came, I put all the hunting and fish in one book.
How does it look now?
It's looking a lot better. Does it hurt you?
No, just kind of itchy.
Well, it's hungry.
Wasn't that even trade out people?
Decoys are fake ducks because everybody thinks the ducks are so stupid that they're going to look at plastic ducks and land.
And
you sit there and go,
Does it work?
Yeah, we did a good job.
Yeah, kind of works. This is August travel. It's Ted's for a while, right?
Yeah. That's what caught on fire.
Yeah.
Backing out of the bank's drive.
Well, what a horrible rear window that was.
You know what? I bought one of those. Did you know I bought one of those?
What year?
It's the old yeller we call it.
70, I think it was a
Brown
72.
sideboard.
The
Looked like
thing
the
must
old-
have weighed,
Oh, geez.
Tim, must have weighed, and then,
Yeah, we're driving home one time, right, from Elmendorf, and we're pulling the trailer. And that was in the travel, all right?
yeah, that was in the travel.
All of a sudden, we're driving, it sounded like a shotgun went off in the